Alright, so welcome back to another video on how to become a business consulting freelancer. So particularly at looking the practice on how to conduct a research and gather quality data. By looking in our use case of how to build a POC e-commerce using Knox, Vue, headless CMS, and Strapi, GraphQL, Docker, and then launch our application to production using the EC2 Amazon, the Elastic Computing Amazon, their on-premise server. So yeah, let me take a closer look here at the project like that. So project, I think is here. Okay, there you got it. E-commerce, that's right. So e-commerce with Vue, Knox, Strapi, GraphQL, Docker, and Strap. Okay. This is the link here. Okay. Actually, is this. And there you go. Okay. Whoop. That's right. Yeah, so e-commerce with Vue, Knox, Strapi, GraphQL, and Stripe. I also here am including is this. Right, so that is exact. Okay. Actually is this, my friend. This actually is this, right? It seems the title hasn't been updated. Okay. So what about now? Okay, you close this. And there you go. Okay, cool. So first I need to understand is what an e-commerce is. Okay, so this, according to Amazon, is refers specifically to the trade of good and service on the internet. Okay, it is your bustling city center or your brick and mortar shop translate into zeros and ones on the internet superhighway. And Shopify mentioned, okay, while e-business refers to all aspects of operating an online business, e-commerce refers specifically to the transaction of good and service. And with that, then I look at the several type of e-commerce, okay, or the business models that we can find. So you have is the business to consumers, the most widely common business model, okay, where you have here online retailers like Amazon, Walmart, Target on the US, digital marketplace where now consumers can purchase goods and service to individual or small business in places like Etsy or eBay. Subscription service where now consumers can sign up to monthly or yearly for delivering service or digital or streaming service like Spotify or Netflix. Also, consumers can book a flight or hotel or a car online in place like Expedia, Booking.com, or Airbnb. Or food ordering and delivery service. So now consumers can order food to restaurants online, such as Grubhub on the US, DoorDash, Uber Eats, you name it. And then I look at the business to business, where now here you have is the marketplace, such as Amazon e-business, Alibaba, eBay business, IDI or EDI, the electronic data interchange, where now business traditional paperwork like purchase order or invoice, like purchase orders or invoice, now they are done electronically. So here you have is IBM provide this EDI systems. All right, this is it's electronic data interchange, EDI. Okay, so EBM provide that. Okay, so EDA is a standard format to exchange business information between two organizations electronically, according to EBM. Okay, so instead of using paper document, exactly. So instead of using paper document, they now rely on PDF, for example. But that is EDI, right? So you translate it. I don't want you to translate it. Okay, you already translate it. But again, this is that involved is the exchange, or that involved is the document exchange across companies, but now digitally, such as purchase invoice, such as purchase order purchase or invoice. Also, another example is online portals or supplier portals, where now very large business set up an online portals to streamline their supply chains and procurement process that involve the purchase of sale of large volume to get a good bid. Okay, large volume of product or the good or service to get a good bid, essentially, right? And here you have is like Arriva SAP, the SAP Arriva network, or wholesale, the Walmart, the Walmart wholesale, or the Walmart supplier center. Okay. Also, you have wholesale e-commerce, where now manufacturing and distributor can sell their products to other business, such as Uline and Granger from US, in business to business payment solution. Okay, so here is PayPal or Stripe provide this payment gateway, so now business can send or receive payment electronically. Then I look at the consumer to business model, okay, where now the vast majority of people are in there, okay. And the thing is, here you might find is, for example, freelance work, where now consumers can offer their goods and service to business, uh, such as freelance writing, web development, graphic designs in platforms like Upwork, Freelancer, or Fiverr. Also, you may find is servers online, where now consumers can participate in online paid servers for market research purpose, such as SurveyMonkey, for example. Crowdfunding, where now consumers can raise the money for their own ideas and projects. Indiegogo or Kickstarter are a good example of that. User generated content, where now consumers offer their digital content to business, such as image, audio, or video, in places like Shutterstock, iStock, or Audio Jungle from Envato. Okay, and in a reverse auction, where now consumers can put a price on good or service they receive from or they are offering, yeah, they're going to receive from business, okay, in some kind of reverse auctions, where now is the business that make bid to offer the best product or service to consumers. Great. Now then I look at another business model, the very interesting, by the way, because most of the time I will argue that the vast majority of people, they don't know that they exist, or perhaps they don't know the exact name of that, and that can save you a lot of time, especially if you're going to explain that to someone else. So here we have this procurement process. So procurement on Spanish, okay, uh, adquisición in Spanish, okay, obtención, adquisición, okay. It also is procurement, corrupt business activity, estafa, maniobra delictiva, maniobra delictiva. All right. Uh, so procurement, yeah,
procurement,
procurement, procurement. Okay. So procurement is in Spanish is acquisition or adquisición or obtención, compra. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So going back here to the consumer, so now to the government to business, where now governments provide online platforms to governments so they can bid for government contracts like the FBO, Federal Business Opportunity on the US, or the UK Contract Find and Service. And this is the procuremental process or procuremental portals, okay, where now government to business offer that, okay. So public procuremental portals. In Spanish, that will be portales públicos de adquisición. Makes sense. And also you have this tax filing and payments, when our government agency provides filing or tax filing. Yeah, many government agencies provide online tax filing and payment systems for business, okay, such as the electronic federal tax payment system, okay. Yeah, so So tax filing and payment. So many government agencies provide tax filing and payment systems, such as the electronic federal tax payment system on the U.S. or the HM Revenue and Customs uh, in the UK. Governments can also allow business to apply for license and permission, such as food service or building permits, custom clearance, and international trade, where now government facilitates by providing online service cross or international cross-border trade, such as the electronic custom clearance, such as the electronic custom clearance or export declaration. And when you talk about this electronic custom clearance in Spanish, that is aduana de electrónicos, ¿no? The electronic custom clearance. And custom here, it refers to, in Spanish, aduana, right? The custom, anytime you hear the word custom from English, depending on the context, in this case, it means aduana on Spanish. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay. And also, governments provide is registration, business registration and incorporation. So in place like the SBA, the Small Business Administration from the US, or the Company House on the UK. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I have this. Okay. Yeah, let me put it some new band here on my tits, since I'm following is this uh, dentist process. All right, go. Then I look at the example of the government to consumers, where here is, well, tax payment portals, where now governments provide, tax payment portals, where now governments provide, where now governments allow their citizens to pay their taxes, such as the IRS on the US or the HM Revenue, I think it's the same, HM Revenue and Custom in the UK. Vehicle registrations and licensing. So governments provide or allow the citizens to register uh, or renew their vehicle license, to register or renew vehicle registration online, such as DMV, the Department Motor Vehicle, California, USA. And to me, it was like, Very, very interesting. DMV. Okay, I barely know about that. Of course, I am not living there, but it's important that that actually exists. Okay, and this is something that governments provide that. Okay, all right. So yeah, so this is one of the example of the government to consumers. All right. So you have tax payment portals where now consumers can, yeah, where now consumers can tax payment portal, tax payment portal, where now consumers can, or where now governments provide online service, online payment service to citizens so they can afford taxes, okay, or to pay their taxes. So what I'm doing here is also is reorganize all of my ideas, is to make it simple as much as possible. Okay. So example of government to consumers. Here, this is the yeah example. Uh-huh. Example of government to consumers. You have tax payment portals where now governments provide citizens, where now governments provide online payments to citizens to pay their taxes, such as the IRS or the in the US or the HM Revenue and Custom in the UK. Also vehicle registrations and licensing. So now citizens can apply to renew or register a vehicle registration online, like the DMV, Digital or Department Motor Vehicle in California, or the or the driving or the driver and vehicle licensing agency in the UK, the DVLA. All right, the DVLA passport applications and renewals when our governments allow their citizens to apply for or renew their passport online, like the US Department State Passport on the US and the government and the UK government official passport service. Okay. The UK government the UK government official passport service. And in the US and on the US, the Department of State, mhm, the Department of State Passport Service. Online bill and payment. So many government agencies provide online platform to pay or online payment options for utility bills. For utility bills such as water, electricity, property taxes, and other government fees. Birth and death certificate ordering. Many government agencies allows citizens to order birth and death certificate online. So birth and death certificates. So many governments allow their citizens to order birth and death certificates online, such as UK governmental, yeah, such as the UK Government General Registry Office, the UK Government General Register Office, or the US National Center for Health Statistics. And also I look at the example of consumers, sorry, example of consumer to government, such as online donations. Consumers can make online donations to government agency or organization, such as disaster relief organization or websites like the American Red Cross or UNICEF. So online donations. Mhm. So consumers can make online donations to government agencies or organizations, such as disaster relief organizations on websites like the American Red Cross or UNICEF. Online permit applications. So you have online donations where now consumers can make online donations. So where now consumers can make online donations to government agency or organizations. Okay, consumer to government. You know what is funny about this is that anytime you go to an ATM, they ask you to deposit for any of these organizations or government agencies, right? So the so you make an online donations to me. It's like, and who donate to me? Talk to me. Who donate to me? I don't own millions and millions of dollars. At all. I don't own a bank. You know, why would I have to donate what I don't even have? Why? You donate what you remain, you know? Or most of the time you donate what you left. So the excess, you know? You donate what you don't have. Well, again, this is just me thinking a little bit more about that. But yeah, online donation is one of the uh, example of consumer to business or consumer to government, when our consumers can make this is very very important, when our consumers can make online donations to government agency or organization, such as disaster relief organization, or on websites like the American Red Cross or UNICEF, such as disaster relief organizations. Such as disaster relief organizations, such as American Red Cross or UNICEF. My question is, what is it? It's another fun. You gotta be fucking kidding me, man. Okay, you know what? I slowly, I slowly see the matrix here. I slowly see the matrix here. Mm, Mm, Mont Blanc. Mont Blanc. Exactly. It is funny because most of this uh, patronage won't last. You know, most of this patronage won't last, and they use it just to perhaps reduce expense and shuffling between them. But after all, UNICEF is a fund. Originally, it was created in 1946 with the name of United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. Fund. Even in their name, they tell you that, right? United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund. But it's a fund after all. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Mm, okay. 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 hmm Okay. Okay. Again, this is one of the business model. This is an example of business consumer to government online donations. So consumers can make online donations to government agencies or organizations such as disaster relief organizations like the American Red Cross or UNICEF, United Nations International, United Nations International Emergency Fund, international nation, uh, United Nations International Child Emergency Fund or children. I think it's children. Children's Emergency Fund. Exactly. Mm, okay. Okay. Interesting. And after all that, that is a fun. That is a fun, man. That is a fun. Holy moly. Okay. Also, you have this online permit applications. Okay, when our consumers can apply for permit or license online, such as fishing license or hunting permit on government agencies. Fishing licensing. Fishing license. Mhm. Fishing license. But this is from fishing.org. Look at fishing licensing. Has compiled each state requirement, regulations, and licensing information for you. Start by selecting your state. But that map is not interactive. That's definitely not an interactive map. What about Florida? Okay, Florida fishing license and regulations. Freshwater prices. You know what? What is funny? In Latam, most of the time, unless you're a business that dedicated to exploit that activity, you need a permit. But as an individual, you barely don't need that. Florida fishing license and regulations. You can apply for a Florida fishing licensing online through the Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission website. You may also opt to buy one personally from authorized resellers or at local aesthetic stores in your area. The link in this section will help you learn more about licensing fees and requirements for both fresh and saltwater fishing. Fresh and saltwater fishing. Mm, Type of fishing licensing permit. Mm, Holy crap. Mm, Saltwater fishing licensing. Freshwater. Youth license. Sportsman license. Non-resident license. Shoreline only. Combination license. Sportsman license. Youth license. Adult and proof of residence. Florida homestead exemption. And in Alaska. Mhm. Your fishing license. Holy, for real? 7,500 lakes and ponds, and some 70,000 miles of streams and rivers where freshwater fishing can be enjoyed. You gotta be. What the? Holy. For. Mm, Fishing.org. Mm, And you need a fishing license for each state if you're gonna go out if you're gonna go out fishing if you're gonna go out to fishing or hunting. Oh my god. All right. Okay, this is barely new to me. It's like in Latin you don't have that. It's like unless you're a business, then you have to tell the government that you're going to exploit that economic activity and you're going to make profit of that economic activity. Yes, of course you need that permit. Mm. So online permit and applications. So now consumers can apply to permit or license online, such as fishing license or hunting license. Fishing license or hunting permits. Hunting permits. What the hell is this shit here? Hunting permits. Hunting permit. State to offer hunting permits again for bear, elk with random drawing in June. Hmm. Hunting permit. Hunting permit online. Department of Conservation. T. Papa at Hawaii. Hunting area in special condition. North Island. Mm. Hunting permits. Perm- Permits and license. To hunt animal on public conservation land, you need a DOC hunting permit. Permit condition. Type of hunting permit. Deer, pigs, goats, chamois. What the hell is a chamois? Chamois. Ah, okay. Chamois. Okay. A particular type of. Un tipo particular de cabra. Okay. Tars. What? For real? Tars. Goat-like. Mm, wallabies. Wallabies. Okay. Deer, pigs, goats, chamois, tar, and wallabies. Small game. Rabbits. Hares. Canada geese. Canada geese. Feral geese. Or Canada goose. Okay. Feral goose. Game bear. Restricted human hunting areas. Possum. Possum. Oh, opossum. Mm, marmotas. Or zarigüeyas in Spanish. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Small game hunting, game bear permits. Holy, holy moly! This is a whole universe here. Okay. Uh. Okay. Payments or fines. Payment of fines or fees. Consumer can pay a fine or fees online, such as traffic ticket or parking tickets, on government agency websites. Traffic ticket and parking tickets. Pay fine. Mm, pay fine. Online petitions. Online petitions. Consumers can sign online petitions to influence government policy or decision, such as on change.org or Care2. 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 It's the world's largest social network for good. Care2. Mm, wow. Holy what? climate activist, hip hop artist, and leader of Earth Gardens, global brand Midwine Clapper. Meet Annie DeFranco, change makers, membership directors, human rights campaign. Charity was able to provide new voice in our support. Wow, this is a very niche. This is a niche, my friend. It's like, what? All right. So that'll be all for this video. Take care. Bye bye.